In today's digital age, data has become one of the most valuable assets for businesses and individuals alike. The rapid advancement of technology and the widespread use of the Internet have made data protection a critical concern globally, including in Nigeria. With the increasing number of cyber threats and privacy breaches, it is essential for the Nigerian government, organizations, and individuals to prioritize data protection measures. This was the focus at the 2025 World Data Privacy Day with the theme, Respecting Privacy, Safeguarding Personal Data, Enabling Trust.
Day in which stakeholders across every value chain is encouraged to protect all the data that is within their space. So whether this data is at rest or is in motion, you are encouraged to protect the data so that there can be trust, and also enhancing the security of the either customers' data or your stakeholders that interact with you from time to time. So the World Data Privacy Day is a day that encourages protection of the confidentiality, integrity, as well as availability of data that is within any value chain. Okay, so I will say first, data privacy is the processes, the policies, and the methods that are put in place to protect any data within an entity. Why is it important for us as a country in Nigeria at this stage where we are? It is very important because each data subject, they have the right to always have their data protected. So whether you are a data processor or you are a data owner that is processing any data across any institution and across any platform, it is of great importance that you comply with the Data Privacy Act in Nigeria, and also ensure that the data that is being processed, whether in any way you are gathering it, processing it, storing it within your infrastructure, within your organization, is protected from time to time, to ensure that the customers or those interacting with your platform has that trust in your brand and in your organization that their data will be used for the right purpose and it will not be hacked. Thank you.
The program for today is a very good one, and I think it's a thing that we need to be having time to time, not only a yearly thing. It's a thing that we need to create awareness time to time in different organizations, so that people can be aware of data privacy, and privacy can be checked all over the world, so that you don't just fling your data to the hand of the wrong people.
Normally, traditionally, privacy is a borrowed concept from the Western world. So Nigerians are not, and because of the communal living in Africa, we don't place so much emphasis or so much respect to privacy. But I think it's changing with the enactment of laws and also establishment of entities that regulate privacy. I think it is changing, but the responsibility is not just on the government, also on private entities like the organizers of this event. So there's a lot to be done, but I think we are moving pretty fast.
Data protection is a crucial aspect of Nigeria's digital transformation, and by establishing robust data protection regulations, fostering a culture of responsible data handling, Nigeria can build trust and confidence in its digital ecosystem.
It was impactful, it was interesting, especially during the panel discussion, and it was bringing life-changing activities which we are supposed to follow. I think the part where we are supposed to actually know how we are supposed to use strong passwords to actually protect ourselves from hackers and other people who want to invade into our personal lives.
The essence of this event is to create awareness and promote data privacy and data protection in this country, Nigeria, because a lot of people don't really know what data protection and data privacy is all about. It's going to help individuals know more about their own privacy rights, so that they will not put themselves in unnecessary problem, and also for the government as well to be able to have opportunity to have grants outside Nigeria. There was a time Nigeria could not access over $550 million grant because we never had a data privacy law. So in order for us to promote and make sure that our digital economy benefits from international organizations, we need to promote In fact, the next thing is to take it to schools and the marketplace so that people can know the essence. You can hear about the discussions and then the guest speaker today, where they are giving you the importance of data privacy and data protection, which a lot of people never knew, and so that they can be aware. Because a lot of people will make so much money by the time within some few months of years, because when you breach, you pay money to the Nigeria Data Protection Company, not alone, but also to individuals whom you abuse or misuse their personal data. Look at it today. Free, you are not going to pay anything to come and have knowledge. You also have lunch, and then you also have network, but people will not come. People don't want to go to where they can access knowledge. But if it's an entertainment industry here, you have to be sending people back. So the major challenge is that people don't know the benefits of knowledge. They don't appreciate knowledge in Nigeria. Second is that it takes a lot of discipline and then to come to ceremony like this. Not only that, the financial aspect, because it costs us a lot of money to finance all these things. So when you are not being encouraged, when you put in your finances, you won't do so much. Those are the major challenges. Until people feel that they should acquire knowledge, the challenges will be low. So because people will support you, they will finance you and also collaborate with you.
Nigeria has made a lot of progress in terms of data protection. So first of all, we now have a Data Protection Act that was signed June 12. And that's a significant day in Nigeria, by the way. June 12, 2023, President Tinubu signed a data protection law. That means that all of the things that we were worried would not be punished are now punishable. If somebody takes your data and misuses it, you can now seek redress. You can ask for notification if there's a breach in the misuse of your data or loss of your data. So we have made progress in that area. But beyond that, we need awareness. We need more awareness, which is where citizens and government need to work together. Don't forget, one of the themes for this year, there are three things we're looking at. We're looking at, data privacy. We're looking at data itself, privacy as an action, and also trust. For us to engender trust, for us to have more trust, citizens need to work more with government. And if that is going to happen, it means that when something goes wrong and people report to government, regardless of who the violator is, punishment has to happen, even if the violator is the government's own custodian of data, which is NIMSI. And I say that specifically because we've had some violations in the past that need to be punished, that need to be called out and punished. But the third, which is even the most important, is that we need to have a new frame of mind when it comes to relationship with data. You can't just give your data to anyone who asks for it. And when people ask, you need to ask questions. If you go to a public building, you go to an event, and they say, give us your name, mobile number, and home address. Ask them, what is it that you have put in place to protect my data? If they have no data privacy notice, if they have no data protection framework in place, you have a right to say, I will not give you my data. I think these are the things we can do to make progress. The person that can give you that number will be the Data Protection Commission. And I'm sure we've had a lot of reports. But beyond the Data Protection Commission, there are also non-profits like Paradigm Initiative who also make sure that if you have any violation of your digital rights in general, including your data rights, you can report. Like I said earlier, RIPOTI.AFRICA, reporti.africa. If you go there, you can report the violation, and someone on the back end will review. Once they verify, reach out to you, and you'll get free legal support. And this has been happening. The person whose bank misused their data and sued the bank and got awarded 8 million naira without mentioning the name of the bank or the name of the person. But it's important because many times people continue to do the wrong things because no one has been punished. So if no bank, no telecom company, no loan, those people, digital loan sharks that take people's names and share their information because someone has defaulted. Yes, a crime. You say that someone has violated and has not paid back. That is something on its own. But you cannot, and this is a very, very deliberate and strong message to all those platforms that lend money. You cannot take people's information and say because they haven't paid. Yes, they haven't paid. You can sue them. That's fine. But if they haven't paid back, you can't take their information, create an obituary, and send to all their contacts and say this person is dead because they owe you money. You will begin to pay for it, and I'm sure many people will sue you for it.
Protecting personal information not only safeguards individual privacy, but also stimulates economic growth and innovation, which is a desperate need in our nation's current economic plight. It is vital for individuals, organizations, and the government to work together to ensure the implementation and enforcement of effective data protection measures, thereby securing Nigeria's position in the global digital landscape.